Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name's Gabrielia. What's yours? Tell them. Say good morning, everybody. It's 6:15, and today is my daddy's eye surgery, and everybody's getting ready, and I'm chilling out, relaxing on the bed with the hiccups, making the room stinky, farting. But I am bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and ready to take on the day. Yeah. Yeah. You gonna smile for daddy? Probably not, because you got the hiccups. Say my daddy keeps propping me up on the pillow, and then I keep wiggling around. Well, tell us about it. Yeah. So I keep wiggling around and falling down. He has to put me back. But I've been talking to him since 6 o'clock. Well, thanks for the fart, kid. Did that make you smile? Huh? Well, tell us about it. How was your sleep? Huh? You got like 4 hours stints last night, right? Went down at 7:30, slept till about 12:30. I think she woke up like once in there. And then at 12:30, she went down at 1 and didn't get up until, what, 5:30, 6 o'clock, Mom? 5. Pretty good. So if I could just stop getting these hiccups.
There he is in there having his eye surgery. I can't get too close so that you can see, but I also can't record too long because the baby's getting a little fussy. But there he is having his surgery. No more glasses. No more glasses for the daddy. No.
Alright, so I am officially back at the house after the operation, the Lasik surgery. So I know I talked about the fact that I had PKR done and not Lasik. It's a little bit different. Whereas, like, with LASIK, they peel back the cornea, do all the fixes, and then put it back in place. Mine, everything's done right there on the eye. So I'll talk about the procedure itself later because they wanted me to come home and get some rest. We had a couple stops to make. So, and they even give you like 2 Tylenol PM to take as you leave so that you'll be sleepy when you go home. I had the procedure probably between 10:45 and 11:15 this morning. And they numb you up really good. Like, they numb up your eyes, they have to, but it's starting to wear off. And I will say that, like, the outer edges of my eye are feeling like not itchy, but it feels like I'm being poked, almost like there's like rubble or some kind of like sandstone in there. So that's a little aggravating. So, but they said with PKR, they actually prescribe you pain medicine because they expect it to hurt, slash be sensitive and stuff. So they tell you to keep the glasses on and stuff for at least 24 hours unless you're sleeping. I have to do an eye drop. When I'm awake, I have to put in it's called like blink natural tears every 30 minutes, and then 4 times a day there's a medicated drop that has to go in to help protect against your corneas getting like a hazy look to them. But that's where I'm at right now. It's been, I think it's like 2 o'clock, Kristen said. So it's been a few hours. The numbing stuff's starting to wear off, and I'm starting to get that itchy, not even itchy, like pokey gravel feeling in my eyes, like around the edges. And that could be from where they they use these lid spreaders to keep your eyelids open while they're doing the procedure. So I gotta do my medicated drops, and then I'm gonna lay down and try and get some sleep. She said I could take these off when I sleep and stuff. So I just want to give you guys like the best up to date as it goes information for anybody that's considering a LASIK surgery. I will say the process itself is really trippy, but I'll get into that more later after I've had time to rest and talk to you like actually what happens in the procedure. And Kristen was able to film some of it, so all right, talk to you later. All right, so I slept probably from about 2 o'clock to about 5:30. Apparently, there's a fireball in there. My eyes are still like there's gravel in them, so like I'm constantly having to. Your The schedule they gave me is I have medical drops that go in 4 times a day, and then they have these real tear drops that go in every 30 minutes. So I can usually make it to the 30 minutes. Sometimes I have to hit it at like 20 minutes, or once I did have to do it like 15 minutes. So um, the biggest thing is keeping my eyes like moist so they can heal properly. So what they did is they do the whole process with the lasers and stuff, and then they put like this bandage style contact over your eyes. So that's what's on my eyes, is this bandage style contact. I think what's bugging my eyes the most is they use lid openers to hold your eyelids open while they do the surgery, and I think that's where those touch my eyes is, I think, is what I'm feeling the most discomfort from. I can see fine. If I take my shades off and stuff, I can see fine. With the shades on, I can see fine as well. Everything, I explained to my buddy, it's like looking through a layer of water, like a thin layer. I can read it, but nothing sharp yet. And they said that could, honestly, with the PKR that I had done, they said it could be up to 5 days before the blurriness kind of goes away, and even with the LASIK surgery, it can be up to 3 months before your vision is what it should be. So the whole process, though, so let's go over that, because that was kind of weird. So you go in, and they put numbing eye drops in. This is for PKR. I don't know how the LASIK works, because again, I didn't have LASIK. I had LASIK, but it's a different kind. I had the PKR kind. So they lay me down, put the numbing drops in your eyes and stuff. And so when they come in and they do the eye, they put lid openers, basically just these like wire things that hold your eyelids open. They put them in your eyes to hold your eyelids open, and then they get the laser over one eye positioned and stuff, and they have you focus on this like little green light that's in the laser, and like they take this brush, which I can only describe it as like an electric toothbrush, and I think they like scrub it across your eyes. Keep in mind, you can't feel any of this, and I apologize, I know this is going to sound freaky and stuff. They like scrub it on your eyes almost, and I think that's what like helps correct my stigmatism, because I heard him referring to where he had to put the brush based on where my stigmatism was the worst. And so that sits on there, and then he takes like this plastic scraper thing, and so when the brush comes off, your vision's real blurry, and then when he takes the scraper and he moves it across my eye, like instantly I could see super clear. It was really weird. And then they flush the eyes with water, and they add some lubricant drops. For me, they pulled the lid spreader out and then put my contact lens on, and then they put the medication drops in. The ones I have to take 4 times a day, they put the medication drops in, and then basically they move to the other eye. Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped a part. So before after they do the brush, and then he like wipes away the stuff with the plastic scraper thing, that's when they hit you with the laser. And the laser takes, maybe 5 or 6 seconds. It's uncomfortable in the sense that there's these 4 bright lights next to the laser, and then you've got this red laser beam in your eye. So it's uncomfortable in that sense. I will say the brush, it wasn't uncomfortable. The little like electric toothbrush kind of thing wasn't uncomfortable, but every now and then he'd bump my eyelids and it would tickle, and like I had to remind myself not to like flinch away because it tickled. But anything like that touched my eye, I couldn't feel it. And then, so then they hit you with the laser, and then they put this sponge on your eye, and it has to sit on your eye for 20 seconds. And I think it's probably a sponge with some kind of like healing salve or something in it. And then the sponge comes off, eye drops, lid spreader out, contact, medical drops. And then they go to the other eye. Spreader goes in. The brush thing on this eye, because my stigmatism was so bad, he had to go back a couple times and work on it. So there was a couple of times where that brush was on my eye, and again, not uncomfortable, except for when he bumped my eyelids and it tickled. Because again, I was so like, they made sure my eyes were numb as crate. Like, they put like 6 in both eyes before they even started, and then once he was done with this eye, he put more in this eye just to make sure it was still numb before he started on that one. So again, the brush took a little bit longer on this one, and he had to go back a couple times because my stigmatism in this eye was worse. But I think all in all, once I was in the operating room, and it's not even really an operating room in the sense of like big surgical stuff, but I would say all in all, it maybe took 15-20 minutes. Once they get the lenses in, then he has you sit down and he looks at it with like the magnifying glass to make sure that the contacts stuck properly. And then you get a picture with the doctor, and that's it. And they give you these little sunglasses to go home. You leave. They give you a whole bag of stuff. They give you your eye drops, your medical eye drops, your lubricant eye drops, which are just natural tear drops, and what else did they give me? Oh, and then your medical drops. The medical drops I have to do 4 times a day for a week. The lubricant drops I had to do every 30 minutes today, and starting tomorrow, it's every 1 to 2 hours. And the lubricant drops last for a month. The medical drops last for 1 week. And there's also a vitamin that you have to take 4 times a day, 2 in the morning, 2 at night, for a month. And that's to help the healing process and kind of help everything build. It's got like omega-6 in it, I believe she said. So, which isn't a big deal. I take a bunch of vitamins daily anyways from the bariatric surgery. So it's not a big deal. And I even asked if there would be a conflict with my vitamins. So for me, because I have PKR, they also gave me basically like Tylenol with codeine in it. And then she told me I should probably take some ibuprofen because we're supposed to go to a wedding tomorrow. And I was like, can I go to the wedding? She's like, yeah. She's like, just be careful, because I can't do any kind of crazy exercise or anything for 2 days. Nothing that can get sweat in my eyes and stuff like that. So I'll probably make sure I take my buff with me and wear it under my hat so it kind of helps keep the sweat off my face and stuff. Because I don't know if the wedding's inside or outside or not. So, what else? I think that's it. If you have regular LASIK, they don't give you pain medicine because usually after 24 hours you're good to go. They said my discomfort would probably last 3 days, maybe 4 days. I go for my first follow-up appointment, which usually you'd come back. Had I had regular LASIK, I'd be back there Monday and they'd pull the contact lenses off and I could drive tomorrow. But with the PKR, I'm not supposed to drive for 5 days, 4 to 5 days, so I can't drive until like Tuesday. So I'm gonna go back Wednesday early in the morning, and they'll pull the contacts off so that and double check everything, make sure everything's kind of healing the way it should. But I will say I've taken the glasses off a couple times and looked at a few things, and it's definitely a lot clearer. Like with the sunglasses on, it's not as clear because they're kind of like blocking out a lot of the light, so I can't really focus on stuff. And then really, other than the fact that around the outside of my eyes, it feels like there's gravel up under my eyelid. That's the most discomfort. Like my eyes don't hurt. I don't have a headache or anything. But other than that, no. I mean, it's been pretty interesting. Kristen managed to record some of the operations. I'll try and put that in this video somewhere. But I just want to kind of give you guys, if you're considering LASIK, what the process is like and what it feels like and what the post operation is like. They want me to wear these or some kind of sunglasses for at least 24 hours 24 or 48 hours. I have to look at the paper. I believe it's 48 hours because you can't rub your eyes. And I will say that I have fought not to rub my eyes a couple times. Like I've actually, because I'm so used to wearing my glasses, I'll pull them off and go to rub my eyes and stop. So what I've taken to doing is I just like I rub vigorously across my forehead or like the top of my head just so I have that sensation that I'm rubbing it, and then I like lubricate my eyes and stuff. So honestly, just keeping them well lubricated is the key here. So and that helps with the gravelly sensation. I will say about the time that the pain medicine, the codeine stuff starts wearing off, the gravelly sensation kind of intensifies a little bit, but not to the point that I couldn't stand it. Like I could probably not take the codeine and be okay. It would just be irritating. I'll say that. So the little Tylenol with codeine stuff they gave me helps knock that like irritation edge off of the feeling. So if I think of anything else, I'll talk to you about it some more. Like I said, we have a wedding to go to tomorrow. I think me and Kristen, the baby, and Allie are going to it. And then we have Disney next weekend, which I'm super, super excited about. It's going to be interesting to do Disney without eyeglasses because yeah, I don't know. If you've never worn them, it's hard to explain the frustration that comes along with eyeglasses. Like if they get dirty or, you're in Florida, I can't just wear a normal pair of sunglasses. So I have like prescription sunglasses and then regular sunglasses. But then you're walking around with those sunglasses on and then you walk in the building and you can't see anything because your sunglasses are so dark. So it'll be nice to literally just have a pair of sunglasses on and be like, oh, I'm going inside, bloop, take them off, hang them on my shirt, put them on top of my hat or something, come out, put them back on, and only have to worry about one pair of sunglasses and then be just cheap sunglasses. My prescription sunglasses were like $200. I can go buy a pair of $9 sunglasses, $5 sunglasses, whatever, and be happy as can be because I'm not looking for anything fancy. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how life changes, not having to worry about reading glasses or eyeglasses and stuff. So I don't know. I'll let you know. As time progresses, if this was all worth it. I think it will be. Everybody I've talked to, it's been good reviews. It's I don't know. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited to see the. I don't know. I don't. Again, if you've never worn eyeglasses, it's hard to explain that feeling or that sensation of I don't have to worry about eyeglasses anymore. So I don't know. We'll see. So talk to you guys later. Love you guys.